What's up, people? Today, coming at you from the bookshelf, more so than the toy box, but I have my first DM's guide here. And definitely nothing fantastic about the condition of this with the electrical tape reinforcement or the printing of it either. It's just a 1979 revised. Um, this is the first DM's guide I got. As Yeah, as I can remember, it was like a distant relative had like come to visit, and they had, I had an older cousin that I only vaguely remember from like one time before, but he was reading D&D books, and I had never, I was familiar from D&D from the cartoon and the figures, which had a maybe like Kellic and Warduke like crossed over from the cartoon and figures, but other than that, there was like no relation in my brain. And I had no idea that they were both based on a game. So I was like, what are these D&D books? And so he was telling me about it, and he had a couple miniatures with him. They're all sloppily painted, and he was like, yeah, you have your guys, you have movement, you have different attacks, and I was just totally head into it. And I've always, in general, sucked at video games. So for this was something different, and plus, I could be like a character and just have fun with that, almost like you're a character, the hero or villain even in a movie, and just roll with it. And of course, you're limited by your abilities and stuff like that, and most importantly, chance. And so I can't say how much fun I've had with it over the years. And being a DM, all my players, I've always had so much fun. And people surprise you, your players. I'm like to think I'm somewhat of a, kind of witty guy. And just when they get you off guard or something you didn't, how did I not see that? Like, man, they always get you. That's the fun of it too. And there's always surprises, no matter what you think you know. And but also too, let me tell you, from being a DM, I found there are three basically. Of course, there's exceptions, but basically, you got three different types of players and three different types of dungeon masters. All right, your three types of players are, firstly, chaotic evil. Like, no, how to kill everybody and everything they come across and take all their magic items. And yeah, there's those players. Then you've got the players who are, air quote, true neutral, but they're really chaotic evil. Like, but no, they're true neutral. Like they're just look out for themselves and their way, which is murderers. And then you have, the play it for fun, chaotic good characters, and those are the ones you want at least three-quarters of your group to be, or it's going to be bad. You can have one pain in the ass character, I mean player, but other than that, like everything's got to run smooth. For DMs, all right, then you have the neutral evil DM whose job is to kill the players, like by any means necessary. There's that DM. Then you have the lawful neutral rules lawyer, by the book, administrator DM, and that is Snoozeville. Never had fun playing for a DM like that. And then you have neutral good DM who will bend the rules to keep the players alive and somehow manage everybody gets resurrected and shit like that. I'm guilty of that one sometimes. When I'm not being the neutral evil kill my players DM, that is. But this was the book that started it, and I've had so much fun over the years with D&D, playing and collecting a lot of the miniatures and books. Most of my books I got hung up into the second edition, and back in middle school, I spent almost getting out of toys for a while. Got more into that, and yeah, I just got a ton of the second edition stuff, and have over the years, of course, augmented the rules because they are so confusing. I've did them for years, and sometimes I still get lost in which way the dice are rolling. On certain things like that's high good or is low good. Like it flip flops. It depends on what you're checking. So you know, that's just kind of the gist of it. Just to crack it open here, real quick. And you take a look at the printing information. I quit running my yap. And there's something substantial in the video here. I showed you the printing information and the stories. Some of this art too. I'm trying to find some. It is. It's kind of cheesy, but me being in, like, when I got into middle school and stuff, I would try to draw, like this the cheesy looking style. Of course, it's eluding me now. I'm trying to find a picture. I'm looking for pictures. Oh, here you go. There we go. Yeah, that's Satar. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious. Masticore, I guess. Where did that one picture go? That was a big one. Oh, here we go. All right, the day is saved. Looky there. But yeah, sorry, I'm sitting here looking at this. Forget I'm making a friggin' video. All right, I'm getting out of here. Until next time, late.